Welcome back to another episode of b8ta TV. My name's Jai, and I'm once again coming at you from Boston, Massachusetts. And today we're talking about Silver Spun Goods. This is actually one of my favorite products in here because I actually own a pair, so I'm really excited to tell you about them. They're like, I'll tell you all about my thoughts later. Anyways, but basically Silver Spun Goods are the healthiest socks you'll ever wear. So the reason for that is because of one of the ingredients that are in them. So these socks are made out of 76% cotton, 17% nylon, 2% spandex, and 5% silver, which the silver is the part that we're focusing on, right? So yeah, keep in mind, you can find this product on b8ta.com, or you can come into your local b8ta store, check it out there. And you can also book a virtual appointment to kind of get a one-on-one lowdown on this product and how it can fit into your life and help you personally. So Silver Spun Goods was started by a woman named Laurie Gonyea. She had a passion for knitting and kind of discovering kind of cool new knitting things. And she discovered all the great properties of yarn spun with silver. But she also discovered that it wasn't being produced in the US for a hand knitting market. So she decided to pair up with North Carolina University and make the first silver hand knitting yarn made entirely in the USA. So, you know, it's made with USA cotton, USA silver. The yarn is spun in the USA. It's crafted in the USA. And that was her goal, and she did it. So here we are. So for the past 6 years, it was she only had the yarn just for knitters, but she recently, decided she wanted to go bigger and started making these socks. So yeah, they have 2 different types of socks. So they have, they have 3 different types of socks. So they have the crew / like the footy socks, and they also have the boot socks as well. So, and the boot socks are the ones that come in the colors. So, they have the blue here, but they also have brown, and they have gray as well. And then they also have these kind of longer ankle socks here. So there's anywhere from, $28 to $38 depending on what size you get. I'm actually wearing my crew socks right now. So they have any sock you can think of, they got it for you. So yeah. So you might be wondering, what are the great properties of silver that made Laurie want to make some for the hand knitting market? So you might know this about lots of different types of metal all have antimicrobial properties to them. So they naturally kill bacteria. So when you put that in socks, you can imagine, obviously we know how feet often smell at the end of the day when they're all shoved up into, a pair of shoes all day or walking in the rain, whatever. Things tend to, bacteria grows, things smell. That's how feet are. But with a pair of silver spun socks, the metal aspect, the silver, can actually kill that bacteria. So it's it's so much less stink. You're not gonna have like a horrible smelling sock at the end of the day. And you can actually wear it for, multiple days in a row without being, without feeling grossed out. I actually wore mine recently for 3 days in a row, and I'm not gonna lie and say there was no smell at all, because feet are feet, right? But it was vastly improved than like a normal sock for sure. And like usually after one day, it smells too bad to wear again. But with this guy, it lasted a few more days. So you don't have to wash it as much. And another thing about silver is it has those thermal properties, right? So it can conduct heat. So that means it makes for a warmer and a cozier sock too. Just yesterday, I was wearing a pair of like just some random fuzzy socks I got at Target or something, and my toes were so cold. And I was like, why? These are fuzzy socks, like they're just supposed to be warm. Why aren't they warm? And when I wear my silver spun socks, they're always cozy warm. Like honestly, the no stink factor is pretty cool, but my favorite thing about them is just how soft and how warm they are, because they really kind of trap in that heat. So you're never, during the winter especially, your feet are never going to be cold. That's my favorite part about them. And yeah, and there's less germs, so you don't have to wash them quite as much. A little bit less hassle. And yeah. So they're super duper soft. And the great thing about Silver Spun is they're all about less is more, right? So they focus more on the actual quality of the socks than doing, you might notice they're pretty basic colors. I love that about them. I really like the natural look. They don't do any crazy dyes or patterns or anything like that. They're all about just creating a quality natural fabric and doing it right. So another great thing I love about them is that they have the seam on the outside, which I'm like, why doesn't every sock do that? Like, that's so smart, because whenever, sometimes you wash socks and you feel a little seam on the inside and you're like, ooh, I don't like it. It's just always there, like bothering you. But when it's on the outside here, it's not bothering you. So it's no problem at all. And I'm like, wow, that's so smart. And what's also great about them, you might think, oh, silver, like, oh, so high maintenance. Like, what am I going to do if I have to wash them in a certain way? The answer is no. They're really easy to care for. First of all, like I said before, you don't have to wash them as much, which is already easier than your normal pair of socks. You can just machine wash it cold on a gentle cycle, like, any of your delicates, tumble dry low, and the silver is never going to wash out or dry out or anything like that. So you'd never have to worry about it. And yeah, so it's super easy, not high maintenance, just like any other kind of delicate item in your wardrobe. So so I want to kind of touch on 3 other things about the Silver Spun Goods company. The first is, so there's 3. There's kind to the environment, they're kind to the community, and they're kind to your skin. So we kind of already covered it's kind to your skin, right? It's the antibacterial, less stink, less germs, super toasty warm. It's great for your skin. The second is it's kind to environment. So I did mention before that everything here is made from the USA. That includes the silver, the yarn, the cotton, everything. And it is crafted in the USA. So you can imagine with, imported goods, you're flying things all over the place, the carbon emissions and the environmental impacts can stack up real quick. So with these, because everything is made in the USA, that is much less of a concern. And then the last thing is that it's kind to the community. So Silver Spun partners with all different types of organizations. In 2021, their community partner is a group called Sustainable Start. And it's a nonprofit organization that distributes eco-friendly kind of hygiene kits to the homeless. So it includes things like, resource guide, masks, wet wipes, deodorant, toothbrushes, hand sanitizer, all that good stuff. And they donated some pairs of their socks to the homeless as well, to kind of help them keep warm and be able to go that much further. So like I said, I really, really like these. I'm going to kind of put a little clip in of me and my socks so you can see my little toes in them, see them on real feet. They're great quality, they're thick, they're warm, and they're not going to wear out, and they're going to last you a long time. So definitely check them out. They're honestly like my favorite socks now. So go online, see it there, or book a virtual appointment. And that's all for Silver Spun Goods. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Please check these socks out. They're so soft and warm. I love them. So, all right. I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.